Alright, everybody, welcome back. Um, so today I'm going to find a place to live. That's the goal for today. I'm gonna kind of scout out a few locations, and then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna find a place to live. I'm gonna move there, and then I'm gonna build something new. What am I gonna build? I have no clue yet. I genuinely haven't even really thought about it. Um, I do have this Japanese architecture mod, so I might see if it is possible to build something maybe kind of using that, or maybe kind of use it at least to enhance what I'm building. But we'll see. I'm not totally sure yet. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm gonna build. I'd like to at least try that mod out if I can, if it's possible. I don't know. The mod I think is super kind of like vibe coded, maybe. So, um, no clue if it's gonna be like even usable. So we'll find out. But yeah, so let's get right into it. So, um, I've done a little investigating into the Japanese architecture mod, and it's all pretty easy to use. Looks like everything in it is pretty easy to make. So we're gonna try to use that, well, in our next build. That being said, I think I'm gonna scout this location first. I want to see what kind of fertility that is around this area, and then what kind of let me do like white. There we go. I want to see what the terrain looks like here and what the fertility and that kind of stuff is like here. Because if I can live on this side of the lake, I think that'd be cool. And then also I don't know. I think maybe I'm just gonna run around for a while and just kind of see what the world looks like, really. See if I can find something that's like really cool. Like this is actually kind of pretty cool here. This looks like just a really big peninsula, so that might be kind of cool too. So maybe I'll check this out. Alright guys, let's set out here. I've got food, water. Maybe I should bring a little more water, but it's alright. We're not going far, so go check it out and see what we find. I might, maybe this location will be really good for building, or maybe it'll be kind of bad. I don't know yet. But our main three things are fertility, closeness to ores, and I guess access to water probably is going to be the main three things. We are looking to find... Oh, cool. We are looking to find somewhere that has like iron nearby would be the most ideal, because do keep in mind, now that we're in the Bronze Age, while I do plan on spending a lot of time here, you know, iron is going to happen eventually, so if we can live somewhere close to iron, that would also be super helpful, so that when we do want to get there, it'll be pretty like, okay, you know, we just got to go, you know, take a jump next door, grab some iron, make our way home, right? So I'll try to do a little... Oh, I didn't bring my prospecting pick with me, though. That's okay. Just kind of trying to scout the terrain anyways, so... Plus, the prospecting I did do a little bit around here, and it's not super great, so... That's okay. Okay, so we've got another wolf here. Absolutely just mogged that thing. Turned it to mincemeat right away. Nice. More bush meat for the dogs. You know what? There's a whole pack of them here. Yeah, you're getting cooked up. Oh wow! I didn't know that they would run away after you kill a couple of them. That's kind of cool, actually. They just took right off as soon as I must have killed like the wolves. Certainly, they didn't program proper pack structure into the game, right? If you kill the alpha, the other ones will run off, or I don't know, the leader of the pack, if you will. Yeah, they're running. Look at them go. No, come back here. I don't feel bad about killing these guys. They they ain't gonna do much for me. So, a little copper down here, that's nice. Let's take a peek at the rainfall. Common, okay. We're looking for somewhere where it's rainfall almost all the time, because, of course, I want it to be raining almost all the time because that helps with the crops. And making sure that they're growing and that the fertility is coming back quickly. Okay, guys, take a look at this. Look at this grassland. Wow. Very flat. Almost no water nearby either. So, we're right on the other side of the little... This isn't really a mountain. I wouldn't call this a mountain. But this is a little hill. Now, I'm thinking it might be kind of fun to build up here. So I want to check it out. Oh, and there's goats here already. Yeah. Or no, these are sheep. Or are these goats? Oh, they're a little upset either way. Probably not too happy that I'm messing around with their kids. But yeah, I believe they're sheep. I don't think they're goats. I'm not sure, to be honest. I've only found ewes. So I think, I don't know if you also call a female goat an ewe, but I'm pretty sure ewe is female sheep. So so there's some sheep here too, which would be really easy to domesticate. Yeah, I kind of like this. What's the fertility here? Very common rain. Okay, that's fun. Oh, and there's even a natural little spring up here. That's nice. That's fun. This could be a fun little place to build a house and then have kind of various structures around it. So this is definitely a contender. I do like this spot. I'm thinking of, oh, and over here even we're getting into almost all the time territory for rain. Plenty of quartz here too if I wanted it. Could finally make my water wheel here as well, because this here would provide me with water power, which is cool. Yeah, this spot right here, in fact, is a strong contender. Now, I'd need to check some of the... I'd need to check out, like, this spot right here. How high up am I? So the only problem with height is that it's colder. So it's 23 degrees C up here. Okay, yeah, this is like a proper mountain, though. 23 degrees C up here. So maybe it would be better to be down here instead. Although I'm guessing, oh no, the rainfall is still almost all the time here. Yeah, like this spot here might even be better. I don't know. This could be really good. There's a bear over there. Do I dare take the bear on? I think I will. I think I will. Sup? Oh, okay. Adios, buddy. And we'll just hang on to the torch. Maybe eat these 3 blackberries so I don't have to do that. I like this spot too. I don't like the... I'm not a fan of all the shale sand here though. I still feel like somewhere over here would be better. Having the mountain to my back would be pretty cool. I think. Plus I could do something like windmill water wheel combo, so that could be cool too. I could clean up all this forest. Oh, there's chickens here too. I think at least I saw a chicken. Is that what bees sound like now? Is that bees? Why am I... Oh, is that a cicada right there? Huh. That's definitely the source of the noise right there. It's not bees, that's for sure. Hmm. Kind of cool. I think that's a cicada. Um. Yeah. This spot right here is a contender. Um. For sure as well. I almost. Oh, you see, there is chickens here. I wasn't tweaking. Yeah. There's peat nearby. There's some copper. An iron meteor. We're not too far from the copper, which is more important than the tin, honestly. The tin, if it's a little bit of a journey, that's okay. And we can build canals. So this spot here is almost even better. I'm not gonna pin these for now, but yeah, so I like these spots too. Oh, there's pigs here as well. Yeah, lots of very useful stuff and brown coal under the ground there. Yeah, this could be a good spot. We're at almost all the time for rain. Um, there's a trader right nearby, which is fun. I could maybe try to set up some kind of industry. There's pigs here. There's chickens here. There's water nearby that connects that would be pretty easy to connect to a river that would take us back to our old locations. I dare say this may be it. I really like this spot. But let's at least do the service to the other spot of giving it a chance and going and checking it out. Um, we'll make a brief pit stop back at home on the way, and then I'm going to go check out the other spot. And I want to see kind of how that spot feels to me as well, because honestly, this spot right here, not exactly almost all the time for rain, but this is also a pretty nice spot on its own. And this is pretty much right next to the copper too. So this is maybe not such a bad spot to be either. Um, but yeah, this spot it's real nice. I like it a lot. So, okay. Gotta learn to when to stop talking. All right. So I really like this spot over here. It's real good. This spot right here. There's a lot of things that I like. I think there's some peat right there. Yeah, there's some. No, that's forest. Just start over. Okay, guys. So I'm really liking this spot in this area here. We have a nice mountain to our back. Um, a lake that we can farm on or bring water in from farming. Yeah, those birds were almost right. Anyway, a lake we can bring some water in from to farm with. I think there's some clay over here, and then we've also got some peat right here, I think. So not too far from the copper either. Could make a canal. So I'm really liking this spot, but I'm gonna give the other spot a chance. So I'm gonna go check it out now. All right, guys. After a brief pit stop at home, let's go check out this spot. Let's see what it looks like. Um, this one's pretty far away from where I'm at now, but it does link, possibly links via a river. So it's a little far for my taste, but I want to give it a chance. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, guys. So I found some pigs here, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and take care of them because we're pretty far away from anywhere where I have any intentions of living. Kind of in the middle of where I would want to be. We're either going to be on this... I just want to check this peninsula out, really. That's all. So, I have no worries about plundering the local animals for everything they're worth. So, killing a couple of pigs and getting some of their meat. Pretty far from home as well, and I'm about at the edge of what I've explored in the past. So, all right, the peninsula is coming into view here, everyone, and wow, that blinded by the leaves here. Ooh, that is quite the tall peninsula. Quite a bit of height on that. So let's take a little detour here to kind of go around the side and see what I can find on the way around. I do see a little trader over there, right there. Oh, and that's the devastation right there. And another ruin down there. Lots of stuff in this area. I honestly am thinking that this... No, that's not Tobias's cave. I was thinking that this was maybe a story location, but definitely not. So, but yeah, wow, look at that. I think I'll go check out that trader. I don't think we're gonna live here because I don't want to live next to the devastation. It's very unsightly. So I'm gonna ignore it. I think we'll. It was a cool place, but we'll put the trader on the map and kind of approximate the area of the devastation and or whereabouts the devastation is, and then we'll head back. And I think we're gonna move to that spot that I found previously. I really like it. Really like it. So okay, we've got chert over here as well instead of shale, so that's cool. Yep, chert cobblestone. Seed. Oh, rice. Give me rice. Oh, pumpkin. Oh, what do I get rid of? Quartz. I can get quartz anywhere. Yeah, we want those pumpkin seeds. That's gonna be awesome to have. And I think I might end up sleeping in this guy's trader hut here, because it's about getting to that time that I need to sleep. So, wow, commodities trader. We've got a commodities trader, it would seem. Hello, fella. Yep, commodities trader. What do you got? Could sell peat. That would be cool. Oh, and they got a clothing trader in here too. Yeah, so this mod here allows you to buy. I installed the mod Better Traders, which allows you to buy traders from traders, which sounds kind of funny, but I want to make my own like village with traders and stuff in it, so I'm kind of gonna do that. This is commodities. Yeah, I don't want to live next to the devastation though. So while this place is cool, also the rainfall here is uncommon. So this isn't exactly a good place to be shacking up long term. Like I said, we want common, if not almost all the time, or very common at the very least, rainfall, and uncommon just ain't gonna cut it. So very cool. And like I said, the devastation, which is another story location, is over in that direction. We can see it on the horizon, so we'll definitely be back here, don't worry. But it's gonna be a little while, which I feel like I haven't mentioned yet, but I will bring it up now. We can start the story quests at any time. At this point, we just need to go talk to the treasure hunter, or a treasure hunter, not the treasure hunter. We just need to talk to a treasure hunter trader, and in fact, I think they might have made it so that it's not even exclusive to the treasure hunter. Oh boy. Wow. There you are. I'll just take these berries and be on my merry way. I think we just need to talk to a treasure hunter, and we can get that whole quest line started as well. So definitely, we're going to try to do that eventually. It's going to be a couple episodes down the road. We need to build a house first, but we're going to get there soon. So look forward to that. I know I'm looking forward to it. It's very fun. I like the story in this game. It's very very interesting to me. It's not super deep so far, but it's definitely, it's fun, you know? It's really what it's all about, right? Just fun. So, anyways, I'll see you guys when we're back at base. Okay, guys. So there is a bear outside the crib currently. That's gonna be a morning problem. Oh geez, and I think it's about time for a temporal storm too. Oh boy. We are not winning right now. Oh, okay. Is the bear out here? There it is. Okay. Okay, temporal storm very soon. In fact, very soon might mean like now. It's really going off out there. Wow. Oh, did it spawn in Dave again and he's just here hanging out? Yeah. This game has got to stop doing that. There he is. There's Dave. Let's handle this bear. And then let's feed the dogs first. I don't want these guys to grow up and lose them. So. Oh, jeez. Oh, can you just die, please? Okay, so I've died. First time for everything. Don't worry, we're not playing on hardcore, so it's not that big of a deal. But I have died during a temporal storm, which is not ideal for me. So hopefully I can go ahead and get back. At least I think I'm in a temporal storm right now. That's what it looks like. Yeah, definitely am. So that was rather unlucky timing. Should not have thought about going out to face the bear at that time. But, you know, what are you going to do, right? So, just to explain a little bit about what happens when you die, as long as you're not playing in like one of the super hardcore modes, for the most part, you're okay. You lose your nutrition and you don't respawn at full food. Because, I mean, then, you know, killing yourself would be an effective way of feeding yourself, which kind of doesn't make sense, right? The game shouldn't reward you for dying. But, so, yeah. Basically, I've just lost some nutrition, which basically amounts to losing some max HP. But outside of that, I'm okay. You can set it up where you'll spawn like 5,000 blocks away from your most recent, you know, whatever. If you really want to go that crazy with it, I'm not interested in that. That's a little too hardcore even for my tastes. But so I'm gonna go ahead and get my things back and then show this bear who's boss. Or maybe I won't. Oh Jesus. Okay, bear's dead. Let's take a chill in the house. I've got water and food, so I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just I'm gonna sit this one out, and I'll bring you guys back once we're done in here. So, because we've got a lot of unfriendly critters on the outside. So, I'm gonna wait this storm out, and we'll bring you guys back when it's done. All right, guys. So we're back, and good news.
we've survived. Survived yet another temporal storm. I don't know how many that was. Probably the third one, maybe. Let's just do a quick check. Make sure we aren't going to be accosted by any unscrupulous entities. Okay, I got a little scared for a second that they killed my dogs. They did not. We're okay. Now, let's harvest this bear, first of all, and feed the dogs the bear. Creature weight good. I wonder how the creature weight got to be good, considering that it fucking ate me. Let's feed the dogs. Come on. There we are. So we're at 70%. That's good. That's good. Real close, actually. Three more red meat for each of them. Hopefully they don't grow up in that time, but you know, we'll see. Now, it's definitely time to get some cooking happening here because holy moly, we've got 50 raw bush meat, and we've also got a bunch of raw, fat that we need to cook up as well. So, yeah. That's gonna have to happen immediately. So let's do that. Okay, folks, so while I'm cooking, I came to water the plants and I noticed something. Look at this. The field of flax is pretty much done, and a lot of other stuff here is done too. So we've got the onions are just about done, the carrots are done, lots of other stuff is well on its way to being done. So I'm gonna just do a quick harvest here, and I don't have a scythe, and I don't really want to make one, so I'm not gonna, but let's reap what we've sowed. Alright, how about that for reaping what we've sowed? Ignore all these seeds, I had those in my inventory before, but, and this altar, I found that in a rune, I probably cut that out, but we've got almost 2.5 stacks of flax grain, and also just over 3 stacks of flax fibers. So once it's time to get to making some windmills, we are going to be in the money. We got a lot of flax to do that with, so that's awesome. Now I have one small issue of where in the world do I put all that, and I don't know. Guys, we are running out of space very badly here. We really need some more room to live in. Really need some more chest space, so it's going to be imperative that we move to this new location very quickly because yeah, we're running out. It's bad. It's getting bad. I mean, look at my inventory, right? So yeah, so soon. We are moving very soon is my point. Alright everybody, so I've basically cleared out my inventory here and I've made a couple chests, and I'm taking, the idea is to take anything that is only the things that are most valuable to me right now. So basically all of my forging stuff. And it's time to make the first trek to my new home, which is going to be right here. So don't worry, not too far. Won't be too bad to get that all the way over there. And in fact, I might even employ the use of a raft here to make moving these items go a little quicker. But it's time to make the first trek. We've got a lot of stuff to move, so I'll bring you guys back once we're there. And once we're all moved in, and well, all moved in being a little generous to our, is going to be a little generous to our situation. But once we've got all of our things at the, moved into where we're going to be, and it shouldn't be too hard to do that. We'll still have to go back to base for food often, but that's okay. Okay guys, so now that we're here, we're going to take a quick second to kind of just drop down everything I can right next to this river, or this little, tiny little pond here. Calling it a lake, honestly, it would be generous. No offense, little pond, but this is gonna be. This is the general area I'm gonna be in, so I don't think I'll be exactly right here, but definitely around here, very close. So anything that can go on the ground will. Everything else is gonna go in a chest. And now it's really time to start making the multiple journeys back and forth. Okay guys, so we've got another bear on me, and I'm gonna take it on. Yep. Money. Hey, no harm, no foul, right? Not sure how that applies to the current situation, but hey, whatever. I don't make the rules. I'm just stupid. And it's getting awful dark, so that's fun. Anyways, yeah, reframe mission over. I'll be back when we're moved in. Okay, everyone, so I've slept through the night, and I've come to the conclusion that I can make a raft, and I can put a reed chest on this raft. Oh wow, that's even a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to throw together a quick raft. We'll do maple, because that's just what I got. And I have plenty of wild vines for making the ropes, so. So let's make a raft, and we'll throw a reed chest on the raft so that I can move my items a little quicker, more efficiently, and not struggle as much to get through the water. And I think actually to make a paddle, or, oh, I do need one, okay. That's cool, what is this? Vine headband? Sure, why not? Yeah, that's fun. So I've got a boat and a paddle here. This will speed up our ability to go back and forth between locations because I'm out of food and water now. So I'm gonna just be kind of chowing down on the berries in these chests as I'm going back and forth. So we'll just set the, I mean, hey, we got a dock right here, right? Set the raft down and attach a little chest to it. Ooh. What is it? Shift. There we go. Yep. Okay, cool. And keep the ore in the inventory here. So let's, now that I've done that, for real, finally this time, let's get moving. Okay guys, we have an issue. The raft really wants to go down the river here and I cannot stop it. So I need to just jump off and drop my stuff off, and then hopefully I can catch that raft when it's a little farther down the river. Oh, and there's a wolf here. Please just leave me alone. Yeah, I can't lose that raft. So I'm gonna need to build a little like catch in the river for that raft, because it cannot go upriver at all. Even slightly it can't. So the raft idea has not worked out in my favor, but that's okay. So I need to just empty out everything that I can here. So maybe that. And the ore. There we go. Okay. Let's go catch that raft before it's too far gone. Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, wow, it really wants to escape. Come here. Let me on. There we go. Okay, it seems to at least stop while I'm on it, and I should be able to pick it up somehow.
I pick it up? There we go, control. So the raft can take us to the river, at which point we're gonna have to cross the river on our own because I'm gonna waste more time trying to catch up with the raft than I am gonna save by using it. So. Okay, everyone. The time is upon us. Let's tame these dogs. Brief intermission to the... Oh, yeah. What is this? This is the male. What do I call this thing? Let's just call it... Let's call him Pibble. And then we will call the other one Nibble. Pibble and Nibble. I think I like that. It's simply just purely foolish, but I think it's awesome. So we've got the dogs. That's awesome. They'll come with us eventually. For now, they're going to chill out here until they grow up. But Pibble and Dibble, or what? Nibble? Pibble and Nibble? I already forgot what I named them. Anyways, I'm gonna do one more quick. I'm gonna do one more traversal here of the going back and forth to the crib, the new crib, and then I think I'm gonna call it on moving items. A lot of this stuff now that I feel like I'm bringing, it's like, okay, I could just get that, you know, when I'm out there. And I don't really need to bring the food right now. I don't want to right now, at least. I don't want to bring the food with me because I don't want it to go bad. So I'm going to leave most of it here. And then I'll come back periodically as I need food. And then it's time to build a new life out there. And that's going to be a lot of fun, I think. So yeah, I'll be back with you guys once I've finally finished kind of moving the rest of what I think I'm going to move out there, basically. Okay, everybody, so we did it. We've moved all of our things. It really didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. It only took me probably about 30 minutes of actually moving stuff back and forth. But now I need to clear out the area a little bit, and I need to figure out where I'm actually going to set down a building here. My options are pretty much endless, to be honest. I could put it pretty much anywhere. So maybe I will build more so over here. Once I get through all these trees, maybe kind of like here or somewhere, I don't know, probably right in this clearing is going to be good. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with my construction here on this area, by doing a little bit of terraforming. So I want to get rid of I just want to clear out a pretty big open area where I can flatten out, clear out an open area where I can kind of like just get a feel for what I want to do and kind of how I want things to look. I'm not going to plan too much on where to put what, but I do want to flatten things. I want to get rid of some of these trees, maybe not all of them, actually maybe all of them. I haven't really decided yet, but I just want to flatten things out a little bit smooth things over, and then I think the first thing I'm going to build is a well, but I don't know where I'm going to put that yet. So that's going to come shortly, but first, and I think I want to make, to do that, I think I want to make a scythe. So I need to make another forge really quickly. So I left all my rocks at the other base. You know what? I want to check and see where the best spot for a well is going to be. So considering that, let me just grab the tools, prospecting tools here to just dig a little hole quick right under my house and check it out. Southeast and below. Okay, so we have a poor aquifer, which means our well, if we build one, is not going to be very good. Let's just go over here a little bit and then kind of see, like, if I wanted to say put it here maybe instead, how would that look for me? Because I don't mind it being a little far away, but I don't want it to be like, okay, I've got to go, you know, to the other side of the lake here to get water. It kind of defeats the purpose, you know. Okay, light freshwater aquifer. Honestly, if we're looking at light, I can I'll take a light aquifer. That's good enough for me, I think. So we'll probably build a well just somewhere around here. So I'm guessing that the river probably has a pretty strong aquifer. Like if I was to prospect a little bit down here. Well, I don't want to do that right there because I don't want to ruin the river, but I don't want to ruin the lake at all. But I'm pretty sure this is like a really big freshwater lake, so I wouldn't mind having a well in the lake. I think that would actually be kind of cool. So if that's kind of what ended up happening, that wouldn't be too bad in my opinion. Moderate, okay. South and below. So I think we'll build it in the lake right here, which I know maybe seems kind of silly, but I kind of like it. I think I think it'll look cool to have like a wooden bridge out to the middle of the lake with a well in the middle. I think that'll look cool. I think it'll kind of spice the area up a little bit, and it'll give me an excuse to get over in that direction too. That's definitely what I'm going to start with, because the water situation, I've been dealing with having no water for long enough. I think it's time to have a proper supply of water. Now the question is how I want to make it and what kind of brick I want to use. I don't really want to use shale. I'd like to use basalt if I could, but I can't find any basalt. I haven't found any yet, so that's not going to happen. But some basalt would be nice. But okay, let's get a forge going so I can make a scythe, and then I can really start to clear this place out a bit. But once I've got that set up, then it's going to be time to set up a farm, because a farm is the other thing that's like high priority. Like, okay, I need to do that now, you know. Okay, so the goal is to make a scythe, and now I've got an extra. You know what? This is perfect because I have one extra ingot that I wasn't sure what to do with, but I've got a flint knife in my inventory right now, so a flint. I'll make a scythe and a knife. And then I want to clear this area out, flatten it a little bit, take down some of these trees. I want to get rid of this gravel because I don't like it. I don't know why there's just a random patch of gravel here. I don't want it there, so I'm going to get rid of that as well. I'm not going to fill in this little lake just yet, this little puddle. It's really more like a puddle. I'm not going to fill in this little puddle just yet. But, oops, I probably need those tongs too. Because I think I might try to use this as like a seed lake for bringing aqueducts out to farmland, like around the area, I think that would be cool. So I'm not gonna go and get rid of that just yet. But let's go ahead and make this stuff. Alright. Knife and scythe done. I can go ahead and put away these forging tools. So I've finished the scythe and the knife here now, and that means it's time to do a little bit of clearing. I'm gonna just, hopefully I can get rid of these plants too. Oh, okay, so the knife is gonna have to come out for the plants. All these eagle ferns. Basically just gonna do a little cleaning up, really, is what it comes down to. Picking up some of this junk on the ground, and actually, I should sleep as well, which I don't have a bed, so the scythe is gonna be perfect here to give me that. Yeah, I wish you could get rid of flowers with this, but you can't. Well, let me make another straw bed here, or hay bed, so that I got something to sleep in. Okay everyone, so it's raining right now, but you'll notice that I cleaned up the area a little bit. This is kind of where I want to build my first couple things, and I built a. That's interesting. I don't know why that happened. I've built a little path here to the river. Well, not a path. I've cleared a path to the river, so I'm not gonna start here. And in fact, I think I will, if soon, clear out more around this little lake to start some farming. But first, I want to get, I want to build this well. So to do that, I'm gonna need some bricks. But to get these bricks, I need actual stone. So I can't just be using, I can't just use this cobblestone, these little stones. I need stone blocks. And to get those, I'm going to need to make myself some splitter plugs, which I think I can actually make a mold for them, which makes more sense with what the materials I have. I think bronze splitter plugs, 4x4x4, so at most we're going to want 8. So we'll make 8 of these, which means I'm going to need to make now, well, actually, I don't know. Let me heat these up and see if I can maybe, just forge them 4 at a time. It'll probably be easier to just use these ingots up instead, because otherwise, it's going to be a good idea to just make some splitter plug molds and then use those directly to pour the tin bronze into the mold instead of having to, drop them all out and then, make them into ingots, then heat up the ingot, wait for it to cool down in the ingot mold, then take it out of the ingot mold, then, it's going to be a whole process, and it would be a lot easier to just make them straight into the plugs using a mold, but I might not have that. I might only have, I might be easier to forge them. Let's see. Okay, 1 at a time. So, yeah. I might go ahead and make a couple splitter plug molds. Well, actually, these aren't too bad to forge. They're really simple. I kind of thought they were harder to forge. Why do you know? Oh, the rain. The rain's cooling it down very quickly. That's why. I was like, why did it stop working almost immediately? The rain is, oh yeah, the rain is really cooling these down fast. Alright, gonna have to work quickly on these. And of course, I'm being assaulted while I'm trying to forge. But I do need at least 4 if I want to use these in a reasonable amount. So I'm gonna have to make some more tin bronze, but that's okay. That was coming in. That was coming anyways. Kind of the whole point, even of getting all that, was that so we could do things like this and make the tin bronze instead of just and make, you know, tin bronze tools and splitter plugs in high quantities instead of just having to suffer with copper and spend all that time doing forging and just alright. So okay. Now I think I will make another, well, I need at least 8, so I'll make another, how many molds do I have? 6? Oh, I guess I'll just make another 6 ingots. So let's get this preheating, repeat, and then there we are. And I do need to actually cover up the molds here with something so that they don't pop, because they will pop if I don't do that. So I'm going to do that quickly as well. That's fine for now. Doesn't need to be even remotely good looking. Just needs to be there. Don't worry. That's not going to be a permanent kind of thing. Oh wait, and that's actually perfect number too, because I'll be getting 6 molds and I need 6 more splitter plugs. So, yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back when either I've run out of food or I've finished forging, which hopefully finishing forging will come first, but we'll see. Now, unsurprisingly, I am out of food and water as well. Actually, well, not actually. I'm about to be out of water, but I'm not yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back to get some more of that. And I want to bring my scythe with me because I think my crops over there might be done. So I'm gonna head back to the original base for a little, just to do a little pit stop for some food. And when I get back, the bronze should have been cooled off enough that I can go ahead and forge it into the rest of these splitter plug molds, and then finally I can start making some progress on making this well. Okay guys, it's just about to be night here and we're back at the old base, but looks like my dogs have grown up, which is cool. That's awesome. They need to be fed, but I think they should be able to be... Oh, they can't breed. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought maybe because one was male and one was female, they'd be able to breed, but I guess they can't. So that's unfortunate. But I do have wolves now, which is fun. So I'll bring these guys over at some point as well. But I've grabbed a bunch of food. I actually just pulled these out of the ground too. So I've got a whole bunch of couple extra things that I wanted to take from here. And I'm just trying to look and see if there's anything that's speaking to me that I should take as well. But nothing really is, so I think I'm going to leave everything else here. And now that it is daytime once again, I am going to go on back to the base. With all this food and stuff that I've got now, I should be able to just kind of... I think I'm just gonna dig a hole and go ahead and slap it in the hole. But that should be a good amount of food to keep me going for a while. So I won't need to worry about coming back probably ever, honestly. But maybe I will. At some point, I'm gonna need to get the rest of the food out of that cellar, or it's gonna just rot like these blueberries are. So, all right, I'll see you guys when I'm back at base. Okay, so we're back. Got some blueberries spoiling here just for fun to turn them into rot. But outside of that, cooking up some food, which is going to be good because we're running low on satiety here. But we also, the bronze ingots are done, and I have employed the same cheap trick to prevent them from cooling off super quickly, so we're not wasting a ton of charcoal. Like I said, we'll probably, if I ever need to make more charcoal, I probably will just go back to the old base and drop some wood in the charcoal pit. But for now, I don't want to waste what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and make these all into splitter plugs, and then hopefully that'll give you, and then I'll kind of show you guys how this mod works. We can have a kind of a little mod showcase, and I can explain how it works and why. And kind of what to do if you want to use this mod yourself. And my food is done too, which is good timing because I was about to be on the struggle bus, but I'm okay now. So yeah, I'm gonna forge up these splitter plugs, and then I will. Oh, also, this is where I've stored my. I have this hole just has. This is where all my food sits. I just want it to be a little less, to spoil a little less quickly. So I've got a torch and an extra block marking it there for me. But yeah, let me get this stuff forged up. Okay, everybody, so the splitter plugs are done, which means it's time to go acquire some granite. I think granite is going to be what I use to make this. I like granite because it is a nice white color. I need some contrast, I think. I want to be using shale mostly, or basalt if I find it. So granite, I think, for the well is going to fit nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and run over to wherever some of that is, which I think probably I'm going to have to go all the way like over here, or maybe over here to get some of that. So it's going to be quite the journey, considering I'm here. But maybe up here will be a better choice. So let's climb this mountain and see kind of what's up there. And then once we get to the granite, I'll kind of, again, I'll explain how this stone quarry mod works and show you guys why I like it and why it's useful. Okay, guys. Oh my god! I tabbed out for half a second and the bear was on me. Don't worry, we're gonna get it though. Oh man, there we are. Woohoo! That one scared me a little bit. I had to double back to grab my, I realized pretty quickly I was going to need my pickaxe for this, and I had to double back, and I was like, I don't want to climb the mountain all the way, so I kind of tried to take a shortcut, and there was a little brown bear waiting in the hills for me, so paid the price for that one. Well, actually, I was rewarded, if you ask me, seeing as I've now got another bear pelt, fat, and a lot of bushmeat. But oh, and we've even got another bear up here. Okay, this one I'm fighting in much less favorable terrain. Yeah, so I'm bound to get my ass handed to me. How are you not dead? There we are. This one was low weight though, so it went down a little easier, but how's that, eh? Wow. Look at this up here. This is cool. I like that. It's a little lake. This is a really cool spot. If I hadn't already decided to live down where I'm living at, this would have been a cool place to build as well. Anyways, I'll be back once I've got to the granite. Alright guys, so it's nighttime now because I ended up having to go all the way over here to get to the granite. This is actually peridotite up here and over here, so I had to make a long trek, which is why it's... Oh my god! Why can't it... Please just leave me alone. Just let me do my thing, yo. There we go. Anyway. Anyways. So... to use this mod, so this mod is called Stone Quarry, and it's a fork of the mod. It's called Stone Quarry Forked now. This mod is basically, well, it's stone quarrying. So what it lets you do is, I'll demonstrate quickly here. If I wanted to actually get a block of granite, I would first have to relieve the stone, which is I would have to break every single block around it, including the one behind it, like this. And you can now see I finally got one granite rock. And now this is the stuff I need to turn it into bricks so that I can use those bricks to make our well. Well, instead of doing all that, alternatively, we've got the splitter plugs here that we forged, and we can do a 4x4x4 cube. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So this layer here, and then we're going over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll just go ahead and dig through here and put the splitter plugs down up here as well. Now, the higher quality you make your splitter plugs, the bigger you can get. So steel, once you get there, you can do 7x7x7, so you can get some pretty big rocks out of the ground. But now, once you hammer in one of these plugs, you can shift and right click to toggle that preview, and you can see this is what it's going to take out once you hammer in all these plugs. So basically you just place your plugs on the side and top of the cube away from each other. So you want to make sure the plugs are placed diagonally, basically, on the cube. And then you can pop that cube out of the ground, and now I've got 64 granite rock in minutes and all I had to do was use a hammer and these splitter plugs instead of having to relieve each one of those 64 blocks one by one by one by one. It's a very, very time-consuming process to do without these tools, but with them, it's much easier. So I love this mod. This is definitely one of my favorites. This mod is, in my opinion, the only mod that makes working with large quantities of stone and rock, not stone, but rock specifically, bearable, is this mod. So I'm going to just go ahead and get a bunch of this stuff while I'm here. Another cool thing about this too is these have world models, so this is something you can just set down in your base too, and just kind of let it hang out there when you don't need the stuff. So, that shouldn't be allowed. Game should have stopped me from doing that, but yeah, so you can do this too. And then you might also see, but there's I'll get into it later because I'll need to make those tools, but there's a bunch of tools you can use too to break the rock out from itself, and then get it in the various different forms that you would want it in. So if you want stones, you can get stones. If you want, if you want bricks, like ashlar bricks, you can get ashlar bricks. If instead you want, like polished bricks, you can use that too. Yeah, polished rock. So yeah, lots of utility. You can also turn these things, you can use these giant rocks to also get gravel as well, and sand too. Super useful, super helpful for pretty much working with any sort of rock. Makes it much more viable. And these splitter plugs never break, so you can use them for as long as you want. which is really nice, as long as your hammer has the durability. But yeah, I mean, this would have taken me hours. Well, not hours, but this would have been, clearing this out would have been like a 30, 40-minute job, and it would have given me half the amount of rocks as I got from from this here, because this is 3 stacks of granite rock if I wanted it to be. So yeah, super awesome. I am a huge fan of that mod. So gonna go ahead and head back now, and I will let you guys know when I'm back at the base. Okay guys, so I'm just about halfway home here. I'm not too far from the old cabin, and I'm just down here, and I'm here because I had a thought while I was on the way home. I need to start making some leather very soon, and in order to do that, I need something to turn the leather, or turn the hides into actual leather. And that was when I reminded myself that I did at one point actually come over to a borax node. I found the node. I just ended up, as you might remember, I ended up saying, oh, wait a minute, I can't mine this because I don't have a bronze pickaxe. Now, where was that node and how did I get down to it? I haven't a clue anymore, and I believe I found it though. Yep, here we are. So here it is. Here's the borax. But I didn't have bronze, so I couldn't break it. But guess what? Now I do, which means I can break it. So I'm gonna just take a quick pit stop here to mine a bunch of this borax, and honestly, I'll clear this node out if I can. I'm gonna just mine up a bunch of this and take it home, so that way I can start making some diluted borax, so I can turn all these hides into treated hides, and then finally I can make leather in a reasonable quantity, which really I am hurting for leather because oh man, I am missing the backpacks right now. We're just vibing with these reed baskets, and like I said last time, the backpacks. Oh, these are hurting me. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize. Uh-oh. Oh, I might die. Oh, I am definitely gonna die in this hole. Oh, never mind. I'm okay. That could have been bad. I didn't realize that they were gonna hurt me. I didn't. I usually check, but I foolishly didn't this time. I said, oh, this is why you always check the mushrooms. Always check the mushrooms and make sure they're edible. Anyways, I will return once I've made it back to the camp. Alright guys, I've actually ended up cleaning out this node here of borax, so time to head back. And not a moment too soon, because I am running out of water here, so I am in desperate need of going to get some more of that, or at the very least finding something I can eat that will give me some. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back to the old cabin for a sec here, but yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm returned to base. Alright everyone, we're back home. Gonna get this raw bushmeat cooking up, and then it will be time to go ahead and build this well. Well, I need to do a couple things first. So I think I'm gonna get some hide going again with this borax, or get some leather on the way again with this borax. I do have like 4 bear hides that I need to go ahead and turn into leather, so I might have to make a quick return to the old base to grab some of that stuff. Let's start by making some more bronze, because I need a couple different tools here to make these to actually get what I want out of this giant piece of rock that I just ripped out of the earth. And the one I need, I'm pretty sure, is the finishing chisel. Not the finishing chisel. That one's not going to give me what I want. But I need the... I'll know it when I see it. But, so yeah. I'll be back once I've made one of them. And actually, while I'm waiting to get started on more bronze, I need to make this well winch, and I need to make some barrels too. So I'm gonna do that. Now, do I have enough vines to actually make this well winch? Not in the slightest. So I'm gonna need to go get a bunch more of them. But I also need to make some barrels. So let me do that quickly as well. Okay, maybe a couple too many barrels, but that's alright. Actually, it makes the most sense to have these be close to the water here, so set those all down over here. Yeah, a few too many barrels there. I even ran out of sticks, actually. I didn't think I would have ran out of sticks, but I did. Hey. I do have a vested interest in protecting the docile wildlife of this area, because I would like to make those chickens, like, mine at some point. So I don't really want a fox running around killing all of them. So I'm afraid you're gonna have to run away or die. Oh, my sticks went into my other offhand. And I did steal my bucket from the other base here, so that's good. That should give me another 6 ingots. Anyways, while we wait on that, now that I have these barrels, I'm going to go ahead and take that bucket and fill them all with water. And now, at least 6 of these I'm going to go ahead and just fill with wood right away. Alright, so more bronze has finished up, and good and bad news, I'm out of oak, which means I need to go ahead and go get some more of that. I need that to make more tannin. So while we're waiting for this tin bronze to cool, I'm going to run off to wherever I can find the closest oak trees and start chopping them bad boys down. In the meantime, it probably wouldn't hurt to boil some more water. This guy needs to probably be killed, but I'm not going to do that right now. Probably wouldn't hurt to boil some more water really quickly so that I have some, because I'm kind of lacking on that. In fact, actually, I'm going to go ahead and boil some more water too, because I don't want to run out. And I need to make more food anyways, so it's a good time to just go ahead and do it. And then I will go ahead and go grab some more oak wood. Okay, well, I know I was going to wait for the tin bronze to cool down a little more, but it actually already has. So I'm going to just go ahead and forge this stuff while it's ready. And then I will... It's hard to keep your priorities straight when you're playing this game, is one thing I've noticed. But, you know, I do need a couple things. So, might as well go ahead and just make them quick, hey? So the two things I'm going to make this time are well, like I said, I'll see it when I see it, but the two things I'm making this time, one of them will be a bronze hammer. I figure I'm close enough to that. I'm close enough to this tin hammer breaking anyways. I might as well just go ahead and knock one off, you know. Go ahead and make one. I need a wedge chisel, that's what I need. So I'll go ahead and make one of those. And while I'm at it, I'll make another hammer, a tin bronze hammer. so that I can have that in case mine breaks, which it will soon. It's going to soon, and I'd rather have one ready to go instead of not having one at all. So what we want here, so this rubble hammer will give us stone, like stones, like the little ones. This finishing chisel will give us polished rock. The rough cut chisel will give us just normal rock, so like the blocks of rock. And then the wedge chisel will give us stone bricks. Now, I've changed my mind a little bit because I need to make a quern, and I can only do that with actual rock. And you can further process the rock into bricks on your own. It's just one extra step that you can skip by making the proper tool. But I do still want to make that hammer, so I'm gonna just stick with the rough cut chisel. That'll give me the rocks that I need, and also will give me plenty of, like I said, I can further process that into ashlar bricks on my own. I don't need to use the wedge chisel necessarily. Okay, so now with this rough cut chisel, what I can do is basically just sit here and then pop rocks off by holding right click, which is awesome, right? And now I can very easily go ahead and, well, I need to grab my actual chisel first so I can make another quern, but I can go ahead and make myself another quern and get some of this borax ground up. And I'm gonna need to, because I can't exactly make this leather without borax. Okay guys, so I just finished grinding up all this borax, well not all of it, but a lot of it, in order to get this, and I think it's, what, 25, right? White dye, no, no, no. I don't want white dye. Oh, 5 to 2, so 20. There we go. And we'll get 20 in here as well. And the rest of it we'll just hang on to. Now I've come to a realization. I need mortar to make these bricks, which basically means I need something to hold the bricks together, and it can't be clay. So I'm kind of at an impasse. In order to make mortar, I need slaked lime, and I can't get lime because I don't know where to find any. So far I haven't found any chalk or anything like that that would lead me in that direction. But I'm gonna go look. I need to go get some more oak anyways, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to go grab some more of the stuff that I need. I'm gonna go grab my old hides from the base, and then, or from the old base, and then when I return, I will hopefully have all the things that I need. Hopefully I can find some lime. It's gonna be rough because there really probably is not that much of it around. Or well, once I find any place that has the right kind of rock, then I'll have plenty of it. But until then, which that reminds me, I should bring my splitter plugs, because if I find the right kind of rock, I'm gonna want to get a lot of it. But so hopefully I can find some of that. First things first, I'm gonna run back to the old base and grab those hides, because I want to get them put away before they go bad. It'd be a real big waste. Actually, maybe this guy is like agricultural goods. Surely, maybe he can. Does someone? Maybe I can get someone to sell me lime. Although I don't have any money. Commodities, survival goods. Commodities and survival goods. Okay, hang on. This guy's in ag supplies, but I know I've got a commodities somewhere. Furniture, treasure, luxuries. I swear I had survival goods somewhere. Survival goods. Yeah, all the way over there. Okay, so that could be an opportunity. problem with that is that one, he's very far away, or they're very far away, and two, I'm flat broke. I don't have literally any money, so that's not going to work, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to see if we can't find some. Although maybe I could sell something? What could I sell that I have in like ridiculous quantities? Would the ag supplier buy, maybe, would he buy like, would he buy any of this? Oh, he will buy like parsnips and blueberries. So berries, rye grain, I have a lot of rye grain. And he'll actually buy quite a bit of it from me. Oh, flax grain. Wait, this is perfect. I'm going to sell him all my flax grain. 6 times 8, 48. Okay, I'm going to... Wait, when did his trades reset? 7 days? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. We'll come back and we'll sell this guy our flax grain that I'm not going to use. I'll sell it to him, get enough gears. Hopefully I can sell. He's buying, I need to bring him 48 and he's selling like, it's like, I think I'll get like 30 gears from it, I think. You know what, let me double check that and make sure that I bring enough. Because if I can sell him this flax grain, then I can get enough gears. Should be able to get enough gears to buy that quick lime, or to buy enough, at least buy enough lime that I can make enough mortar that I can make the well. So it's going to be a little bit of a at some point I'll have to go and get my own lime, but for now, if I can kind of scuff my way around it, I'm gonna try. Plus, I've never really relied on traders all that much for any kind of resource, and I want to change that. I want them to be more useful to me, so, because there's no real way to farm wealth in this game like there is in Minecraft. You can't just spam a villager farm, and you know, it doesn't really work like that. Although now I'm realizing, if the agricultural suppliers have always bought like grain, I might have been missing out quite heavily on profit. So I'm gonna, what did I want to do? I didn't want to come back. I just wanted to check what his prices were, and I left to go come back for some reason. I don't know why. Let me see here. So 6 flax grain, so 48. I need to bring him 48, and that'll get me his demand. What is the demand? 8, 40 gears. Wow, that's money. That's crazy. So I definitely got to get on that in the late game. That is like crazy wealth generation. I mean, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of, well, money, gears. Gears are money in this game. That's a lot of gears just for pretty much nothing, you know? Like a stack of grain. Not even a stack of grain. Dang. I'm going to collect vines and oak wood as well on the way, because I need oak wood to make tannin, and I am completely out of oak wood. So, and I need the vines to make the well. So, well, I don't need the vines to make the well, but I need the vines to make the well winch, which is really the only way to make a well functional. So, anyways, enough yapping. I'll be back with you guys once I've gotten something done. So either the oak wood, whatever it ends up being. Which actually, there's an oak tree right here. Well, my wood problem has definitely been solved, but now I don't think I have enough inventory space to bring back the things that I need. So I'm gonna have to head back and then double back. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and I decided to just grab everything pretty much here. I was like, you know what? Doesn't make sense not to. Why not? Right? Just take it all. Right? Go ahead and use it up. So these are all the pelts I've got, or all the hide I've got, and I'm gonna go and get those getting treated. And at some point I lost my rope. Okay, what is happening to my rope? Something funny happened there, and it's gone now. Now I went from having 16 to 6, even though I had like 30 vines. Okay, well, oh well, just have to get more. It's not like it's hard to get. But yeah, so I'm just gonna cook a little more food, get this stuff going, so it doesn't just rot. I'll try to save this stuff. Don't want to lose it. Now, let me go and take, it was 48. There we go. Let me go ahead and take this over to our ag supplier here, and let's see how many gears I can get for this. Oh yes, 40 gears, that is so money. That is money. I think you can even buy a trader. Okay, traders are a lot of gears. Any rice? Is he selling rice seeds? No. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take these out and go and try to get some of that lime. Because I think I can get some. I think I can. I think when I do, it'll be very nice. Because then we can make some mortar and we can finally make this, wow, I'm really struggling. Can finally make this well that I've been meaning to make this whole time. That was the whole point of this, was to make a well. And it's really that's just kind of what happens when you do things in this game. It's like you're like, oh, I want to do this one thing. And then it's like, oh, now I need to do 15 things to do the one thing that I wanted to do. But I like it though, it's fun. And I feel like I'm experiencing more of the game too by doing it this way. So anyways, I'll hit you guys again once I've made it to the survival goods trader all the way over yonder. Alright everyone, so we've made it to the survival goods trader. I believe this is him. Let's see what have they got. Oh, 16 lime for 2 gears? Oh, just give me supply 11. Is there anything else I want in here, to be honest? I kinda wouldn't mind. Is that a dog? A male wolf pup. I would really like, 2 gears for a linen sack and 9 supply. Okay, hold on. We are going to buy some linen sack. Anything else this guy wants? Well, we'll get one more of these. So this, I think, should be enough to make, because for slaked lime, well, this is going to be a stack of actual lime, and then for slaked lime, for the mortar, 1 to 1, so I'm going to need 50. So a stack of quick lime, yeah, maybe let's just buy 2 more stacks. I mean, why not? It's 2 gears? 2 gears. I mean, why not, right? Oh, I can only get another 48. Well, oh well. We'll take it. I see no reason not to do that. But at some point, maybe I will come back. Yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Very good for me. What is going on with all of this? Oh my. Some funny generation here. Oh, funny generation, it is probably not my doing. It probably is. But yeah, okay, so that's going to be... And also, wait, hang on. Let me empty out these and then throw those. And then... There we go. Oh, what a purchase. Yeah, that was very worth it. I went from having... I think that just gave us... That was 2 each. So that just gave us an extra 6 inventory slots. That's very, very useful. Alright, I will jump back with you guys once we're back at the base again. It's like a 20-minute walk, so I'll be back shortly. And actually, I saw this marker as I was running past it, and I kind of remembered that there's borax in this cave as well, and I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to grab it, because honestly, I'm almost already out of borax again. So I don't want to miss up an opportunity to take advantage of. As long as I don't begin to be accosted by the creatures of the depths, then I will take it. But, and actually, to be honest, it doesn't really seem like there's much here. Okay, we're out of here. Oh, that scared me. Hang on. Let me just erect a bit of a barrier here. In fact, I'm gonna need the sand for the mortar too, so I should grab a bunch of this while I'm here too. No sense in passing up good sand. Alright. Let's just kinda... Okay. So sand does really not like to be stacked on top of itself. Wow. Oh wow, this is so bad. Okay. Anyway, I'll just kind of stand here and break it out, and then we'll move quickly when it comes to picking it up, because I believe the denizens of the depths are very upset right now. I really don't like the caves in this game. They're fucking terrifying. Just gonna duck. Hopefully they won't be able to hit me. Looks like they can't. Oh no. Okay. Alright. Oh no, there's more up there. Wait, hang on. I'm playing very dangerously right now. I'm in no way prepared for this level of danger. There's a reason I've been avoiding the caves, because they're they're evil. They're very evil. Okay, 36. Let's get out of here before the price of this borax becomes much higher. And I've got the 50. I'm only gonna need 50 sand, so I am out. I'm out of here. Alright. I'll get with you guys again once we're back at home for real this time. Alright everyone, so we're back at base. And wow, I've got oodles of items in my inventory, and I need to handle that. So first things first, I need to make this lime into slaked, or I mean to make this lime into quicklime if I want it to be, which actually is brown coal. Yeah, actually, let's not waste any of this nice, useful charcoal. Instead, let's use brown coal. Brown coal is perfect for this stuff because it's just the right amount of heat generated without needing to be, without getting too hot, and it lasts a long time. So we'll use the brown coal instead.
and I'm trying to make this rope here into, or this, I'm trying to make this vine into rope, and the game is just like does not want me to for some reason. So not sure why that is, but anyway, let's go get some. Oh, I just put my pick away. Let's go grab some brown coal. I know there's some like pretty much right here. I'm gonna need a lot of it, so I'm gonna have to actually go down and get it. Can't just pick it up off the ground, but something tells me that maybe there is a cave nearby that will lead right down to it. No, I've mistaken myself. I am a fool. Not quite, not quite. Okay. Well, let's just dig down right about here, and I'm sure we'll find it pretty quickly. Now, I don't have any ladders, and I actually should definitely grab some before I get too deep into this, because I will regret it if I don't. I'm gonna have a really hard time getting back up. In the meantime, I'm gonna just get it going right away. Alright, ladders. I don't have many left, so hopefully it won't be too deep. And there it is. I was just about to start prospecting for it. I didn't even need to. It was right there. Anyways, that was quick. I'll be back with you guys once I've got a reasonable amount of this stuff. Probably once my pickaxe breaks, actually. Alright, well, there it goes. And this node is absolutely huge. I'm just barely starting to circle it, and it's quite large, so that's good to see. We'll definitely not have a shortage of that stuff, for sure, which is always nice. You never want to be lacking on that kind of resource, so. Alright, was that really necessary? Jury says no. The sideways soil instability of sand is very, very high. Emerald, wow. Ultra high bismuthinite. Decent magnetite, actually. That's iron. That is iron. So that actually means that there's a reasonable amount of iron under there, which is really good considering that we will be progressing to the Iron Age at this place. It's going to be a while, but we will be doing it. But I forgot that it's actually peat that's the best to be using for this stuff, because it burns at 900, which is right on, basically right on the money. I think it's time to make a second fire. And it's not raining anymore either, so. Now that I've restarted my game, let's see if the vine thing is actually working properly, because I think I somehow ended up bugging this out pretty badly, and I think that's kind of what started the issues. I did restart my game. Okay, yeah, I need 3 more vine, and then I've got. Am I getting shot at? I'm not. I am getting shot at. Oh. Ha. It's always this cave, man. I need to, yeah, just go back from where you came, buddy. Look at this. I'm being an attempt is being made on my life. Well, I got 27 liters of rainwater, so I'm good on water. Food, not so much. But I got plenty more peat where that came from, so I'm not worried about not having enough. But I don't know if this is like, if they've changed this where it's gonna all cook at once now. Because I know there is a mod
There was a mod. I don't know if it still is. There was a mod that made it so that it would all cook all at once, right into peat. Okay, here we go. Food's done. There we are. All right. Well, let's quick check on the leather making process. I should be able to turn some of this weak tannin into strong tannin now. Oh, and I've even already got the hide out of here. I'm not sure what happened there. So let's get some more borax being made. And then I'll turn the rest of the, well, and then I'll turn 2 of them, I think, into strong tannin. Oh, and the borax, oops. Oh, I'm holding off on sealing that one as well because I know I'm going to get more of these large hides. 12 is the max you can do at once, but... Alright, with the borax that I've got now... I'm getting a little worried, so I'm going to put another 8 in here. Now this... Diluted borax, there we go. Alright, let's get the rest of the hide out and get it cooking into leather. Do not want this rotting before that happens. Very close to being able to build this well, I promise. I promise we're almost there. I just need to make the mortar using this quicklime, but for whatever reason I'm really struggling to bring it up to temperature. I'm guessing it's because of the stack size, so hopefully the stack cooks all at once, because if it doesn't and it's taking that long to heat it, then it's going to be a much more manual process to get it. But in the meantime, what do I need to do? I suppose I need to make another pickaxe, and let's make a wedge chisel. Really, it makes sense at this point. Got a little bit of extra tin bronze laying around. I need to make a pickaxe anyways. Let's make the right chisel for the job here. While I'm waiting for that to heat, let's go get this last piece of rope that we need to make the well winch, because it's gonna be like 3 vines, and I'm absolutely certain I can find 3 vines over here quickly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Ah, I'm beginning to sense how things went awry a bit there, considering what I just saw in my inventory. Anyways, we've got our 20 rope, which means the well winch is now within reach. So I'm going to go ahead and make these chisels, and just make sure that I keep this fire going, and then I'll be back when that's done. Okay, the quicklime is finally actually cooking. Now, hopefully, it's all gonna be in one stack, because that took forever to get it up to temperature. If it's gotta cook one by one still, that's gonna be horrid. Oh my god, that's horrible. Cooking one by one, it genuinely took probably like a day and a half in game to get that up to temperature, so that must be bugged out somehow. Okay, everybody. So, this stuff is taking forever to cook. So, I'm going to just let it do its thing. I've got enough of this quicklime here to make a little bit of slaked lime. And to finally get started on making something here, I want to get moving on this, because it's been a long time coming. I mean, I want to build something, you know. So I'm going to make another barrel really quick here. Just slam a barrel out real quick, and so this will turn into 8 liters of slaked lime, and then I can put 8 sand in there, 32 mortar. Alright, that'll get us started. So, finally, it's time to build something. Now, the question is, I probably am going to want the bridge for it to be right about here. So,
because it should be about the same no matter where I put it. So now you'll see, yep, we're getting ashlar blocks directly from this, which means I can go ahead and make the bricks directly. Like that. Pretty nice. Can I do anything else? Like, oh, aqueducts as well. These are now open to me with this mortar. So that was another thing that is, once I've got this, I'm gonna use either this little lake here. I think I want to use this little lake here because it'll be aesthetic. It'll be kind of cool, you know. Whereas out here, I don't know actually. I haven't really decided how I want to do that yet. But I'm going to start by, I need to enunciate more. I'm going to start by just building the well right here. I need a pickaxe to do that. Oh, jeez. Okay, hang on. Let me go grab my pickaxe. Now, if I remember correctly, the aquifer was getting stronger to the south and below when I was at this one here. So I think maybe in order to save myself a little digging, like how far would it be for the bridge to be silly, to be a little absurd in length? I think like here would be okay. So we'll go like here. So I got to do at least 3 by 3, otherwise I feel like it's gonna look silly. So let's do this. Water type, fresh well water, output rate 23 liters per day, max well volume 630 liters. Oh yeah, so I could have even made it taller actually. I could have made it deeper, because 700 is the limit. Current well volume 12 liters. Oh, I didn't even need to drink that bad water. We're already getting proper water. There's already 12 liters down there apparently. So that's awesome. Well, I'm going to call that a success, to be honest. It's definitely not done. By no means is it complete. But it is, I mean, that's a good well. 12 liters per day. Oh, I ain't going through that much well water, so that's awesome. Now the question is, how do I connect it to shore in a way that, like, makes sense? Everybody, but I kind of did it without thinking, and I meant to make more of a ceremony of it, but we finally have gotten and drank our first fresh well water. The well is working magnificently. You can even see down there. There is water in the well, and that's awesome. So, just to kind of go over, we've made a lot of progress today. A lot of like miscellaneous things, but these are the kind of things that add up, and they'll add up in the long run, especially. We've got a pretty stable source of food. We don't have a ton of food, but we do have enough that we can devote more time to having a little more fun. We have splitter plugs now that we can use to collect rock. I mean, we're going to want to build walls at some point, right? So we can collect rock in large quantities. We've got a lot more bronze tools that have been made. Got some of this quicklime going as well. So we got the mortar to make these nice bricks, so we can make nice bricks now too.
And then the well is huge, so this is really nice. Guys, I really like how this looks so far. Once I get a roof on it, I would love to keep working, but this episode's getting long, so I've got to call it somewhere. So I know it's not done. I know it looks, well, calling it unfinished would be being generous. But I promise, I think this is gonna look really cool when it's done. I think it's gonna be like hopefully one of the coolest things I've built so far, and then only going up from there, right? But well, everybody, this has been about 6, probably and a half now hours of recording, and I know I didn't really get to build much again this episode, which is kind of tragic. I try to I really want to try to get a little bit of building in every episode, but so far the well, it's functional, right? And that's what's important. It works. Super important. But also, I think it looks pretty good so far. It's going to look a lot better with a roof on it. I'll give you that. And the dock around it being properly built and everything looking, looking how it's supposed to. But I gotta say, I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. Calling it unfinished would be generous, but if the idea that I have in my head actually manages to make it to the paper the right way, I think you guys are really gonna like it. So if you want to see that, subscribe. I'll be posting these every weekend, or trying to keep posting these every weekend. Yeah, let me know if you guys want anything to change. The water, yes, I think next time I will turn back on the ability to move water with buckets, because I gotta fix that flowing water. It looks funny and I don't like it. We're still gonna use the aqueducts, don't worry. I wouldn't have included them if I wasn't gonna use them, but so yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I'm not sure how long this one's gonna end up being. I feel like I say that every time, but thanks for watching. Like I said, if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment anything, any ideas. This is just the start. I mean, this is a seed here of what I'm hoping to build in the future. So, looking forward to getting there. Anyways, thanks for watching.